me.
Awesome. You see that if you scroll down on the bottom. So again, good morning. I'm so happy that you're joining me. We are recording. We are live on YouTube, streaming, and as well recording here on Zoom. Got a little music in the background. This is one of my theme songs. Follow me. I thought it was appropriate for the creative head wrapping session. So some of our people are still on their way, but we have been stalling as Janie requested. I posted the YouTube links for the last two sessions in the chat, so that's there.
Oh, okay.
And
I
as
didn't see that.
as we always start with guessing what I have on my head for this session to start. And so we have a guess for pajama bottoms and a table napkin. Okay, it's shiny, a table napkin. Okay, those are good guesses.
But it's small, so.
Oh, so you didn't get the back view.
I saw the back, and
Okay.
it's a different it's like the inside of one piece. It's in the back. It's
Like a lining.
the inside of whatever it is. You know, it's on the wrong side is out there, so that made it two colors. You know, two different
Very
area.
All right. Give us the back again. Let me see.
See it there right across? It's not much of it is right across. It's not as shiny, so I'm saying that's the inside of the fabric. I don't know, but I'm just saying. All the rest of it,
It's like a lining of a jacket.
yeah, it's really silky. It looks silky like one stuff I tried yesterday and it kept sliding. It was too silky for me.
Yes. So
I couldn't get it to stay. I said no. I couldn't get it to stay, so I left it alone.
Right. So this fabric is a little more challenging to work with. It doesn't have any stretch. It doesn't have much give. And it slides. It's slippery because it's so smooth. And so it's one that you have to really practice with. It's one that as you get more seasoned in wrapping, creating your gaylays, you get more comfortable with it and you can step out. But I want you to try it, to test the waters and try all different types of fabrics and textures and just feel it and go with it. So yeah, I like using this to start. This one I told you sometimes still gives me challenge and sometimes as I'm using it or wrapping it, it doesn't come out exactly the way I want it, and sometimes I'm ready to give up, and then I'll get it like, oh, wait a minute, but I like it.
Okay.
Because I like the feel of it, and it has a nice little shimmer, so it almost looks like a hat.
Yeah, and the way you have it, you don't have it all the way down over. It's sitting up, like a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have it back on your forehead a little bit more than,
Yes, so the effect that I was going for today is more of like a hat effect. So it would make you wonder if did I just take it and just sit it on my head?
Right. Like already made and you just put it up there.
Right, correct. But however, I didn't.
I know you didn't. Oh, I know you didn't. No way. Somebody else maybe no, but I've been seeing too much. I got proof that is not just already made.
So it is a wrap. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I will reveal it. I was trying to wait for a couple of our regulars to come in before I reveal it, but you were on time, so I don't want to keep you waiting. So it is silky. It is kind of, I do actually have some pajama bottoms in this fabric, but however, this is not a pajama bottom. It is Okay, here comes somebody. Oh, right before the reveal, someone else is coming in.
Oh, great. Okay, good. Great.
So let's let her come in before I reveal it. So it's
Hi, Libby.
Hi, Libby.
Hi, Libby.
Unmute her.
She's on mute.
A sound is off, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Good
Hi,
morning.
Libby.
Hi, good morning, welcome. So we we were just at the point where we're guessing what I have on my head. So if you want to get a quick guess in the chat, I will give you that opportunity to throw your guest in. We have so far a guest of pajama bottom, shiny fabric, table napkin. What do you think it is? Let me give you the back view like I gave them.
Can you hear Libby? I can't hear her.
She's saying something?
I hear you. I mean,
Okay.
she went down low, but I can hear her. I'm straining.
Oh, now I hear Libby. I was trying to hear Libby.
Oh,
You having a challenge hearing me?
let me
Turn up your volume.
my volume is up, I think. Hold on.
Oh, I can hear her now. I hear her
Yeah.
now. Okay.
It's all the way up. I have a challenge with my tablet volume.
Okay. All right. So we're at the reveal. If you want to get your guest into the chat box. So it is a shiny fabric. It is similar to pajama bottoms. And it's very smooth. It feels really good against my skin. And I'm trying to stall to give Libby a chance to put it in.
Right.
What was the 4 choices you said?
No, you guess whatever you want. I was saying what has already been guessed. Those
Oh, what was the choices that, I mean, what was the guesses?
It's in the chat. I'm trying to cheat. Like, okay, if they already said
I think so. It's not choices. You got to guess. She said it like it's multiple choices. Ain't no multiple choices.
No multiple choice.
Okay.
See her trying to do a process of elimination. Not process of elimination. What do you think? Is it a hat?
Oh, that's good.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. I want to torture you. So it's not a pajama bottom. It's not a tiny napkin. It is a shiny fabric. But here comes the reveal. So you know how I always create the foundation and take it and tuck it after creating the foundation. So that is what I did. So here comes the reveal. Can y'all see that?
Right.
Oh,
So, didn't I say the inside of a jacket?
it's the top, a pajama top.
Pajamas, like a short nightie.
Yeah.
Sleeve.
Oh, okay.
When the clothes again.
Yeah. So
That's for the youngins.
so it comes like mid-thigh. It's not that short. Almost to the knee. It's almost to the knee. But it is a long sleeve with a V-neck. You see the tag and all of that. So what I did different from last week is that I didn't open it up and use just one side. I left it folded this time and I used it from the side. Well,
It had buttons. What did you do with the buttons?
so the buttons, I didn't take them off. So you can choose. Remember, we were saying if it has like a design on it or buttons or a V-neck, you choose how you want to use that. If you want to use it to accent the wrap. So what I did is actually, I left it together. I didn't open it up and put my head in it. I folded the bottom because it's slits on the side.
Uh-huh.
Has splits on the side.
Uh-huh.
So what I did is I left it together this time.
Oh,
I
okay.
just
Okay.
folded it down like this. I've just folded it down and put it on my head that way. And then I use the sleeves to wrap around and bring those to the front. So that's why I said this one is a little more challenging, a little more advanced.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Because the material looks like it slides pretty good.
Yes, it does. It slides. And remember how I talked about how no 2 times is the same?
Right.
Every time you do it, it's going to be a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm holding it in the back to take it around. So you see how it never comes out the
Did
front.
I go right? Yeah, it's looking different, but
Mm-hmm. But this is the base that I created. So you see how you got it hanging, and then
right.
once you create it, so once I get it tied, then I can work with all of that. That's when I work with all of that. And so I got the arms back here, and I'm tying those. So again, depending on the
Some
length.
notes. So,
Then that's when I started tucking it under what I already created. And see, look, like you said, it's starting to slide.
yeah. Oh,
Yep. See?
it's real, yeah.
So this is one that you really have to do in the mirror.
That's what happened to me with that scarf I tried. It kept sliding, I gave up. I'll keep trying, but I know I'm not that good yet with that material.
Yeah. So you always, I like to challenge myself. And so so at every step you get, you want to challenge yourself.
Right. Right.
So this is how I continue to challenge myself.
Right.
Because there's always an additional level to go.
So when did you put that one on? This morning?
Right before the session, actually.
Really? Oh, okay.
So it behaved for me.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-oh, that's gonna be different.
Yep, every time it's different. But I'm trying to get that firm foundation.
Uh-huh.
And once I get it firm, like some level of tightness, then I can work with it. And no matter how it initially looks, like it looks a little crazy right now, right? Then that's when you can make adjustments. So even when it looks like a mess, you'd be surprised.
mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with this.
Boy.
See?
Oh yeah. Oh right. Now it's a different. Mm-hmm.
So it's different every time. So I'm being transparent. Let you see.
Yeah. It look like a little ruching in the front now.
Yeah.
Right.
And look, on this I got
There's the tag.
on the top. See?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you can adjust it how you want it. Same way
Mhm.
always.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm right
Like
here.
if you're feeling it
Uh-huh.
and you're tucking.
Mhm. The tuck is the key.
Yep, the tuck is the key. And you just keep
Yeah.
it. So again, it's how it feels. You'll feel the tightness. So it looked like what in the world initially, right? But the
Yeah.
thing is just to get it. Oh, we got somebody else coming in. The thing is to get it your
Ooh.
foundation first.
There your sis coming in, huh?
Yes. Hi, sister. Hey, Irene.
Hey, sister.
Where is she?
She's
Oh,
adjusting.
no picture.
Oh, she just on the phone?
No, she'll come in.
Oh.
So yeah, so just tucking it and adjusting it. Oh, okay. She's in the chat. She said, "Hello, lovely
Oh,
lady."
yeah.
Hello.
Hello, babes.
You just adjust it and keep
She's
adjusting it.
joining
Oh, she's
from.
having a problem.
Oh, she's in Joyce.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, good. Yeah, she's working out the tech stuff. So again,
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, is it? Yeah.
That's not bad. Yeah, I've seen hats
so
with
that's
that
why I
foundation.
tell you, don't get discouraged when you first start wrapping and it looks messy or whatever. Go with the messy. Go with the messy till you feel the firmness of your created foundation, and then you go from there. And you can always adjust it once your foundation is created.
Okay.
Mhm. Foundation.
Yep.
Okay, so that's that. And we know that this is, an elevated fabric. This is a higher level.
Oh, yeah, that's a good word. Yeah, elevated. Yeah.
Elevated, or for this is not for beginners or maybe not even intermediate. That's the advanced.
Very advanced.
Very right.
I used
This
to
is
use a lot of
postgraduate.
scarves of that fabric. I have scarves of that fabric. So, and I had to practice. I used to have to try something. Like you said, it never come out the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's always different every time you use it. But I haven't done any of my wraps in a long time because I done got to my wigs and it's like wig fun right now.
Wig fun. So yes, the wig fun people, this gives you another level to create your design, even over your wig. Maybe you want to do wig in the day and wrap at night, or
Yeah, sounds
wrap
great.
in the day and wig at night. So it's flexible. There's no limits. And again, I do this session in this way to use things that you have right in your home, right in your hands. Let's say what's in your hands. What do you have to use? What's available to you, without thinking that, oh, it's going to be an additional course. I need to go to a fabric store. I need to buy something. I have to buy material. Yes, when it gets to that point, you can, but we're in a season where people are quarantined, people are in the house. And so we not going to beauty parlors and all of those things. We're having to do more for ourselves, for those that you have someone else do their hair and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So how can we adorn ourselves? How can we lift our spirits? Because when we look good, we feel good, right? It's you want to feel good inside, but your eyes, we are visual people. And so when we look at ourselves in the mirror, when we are thinking about how others are seeing us, we are conscious of that, and we want to feel in a way, or feel that we look in a way that we are confident and that we enjoy. Right? Am I right?
Yes, you are.
So just different ways that we can adorn ourselves, can be creative, and allow our creative juices to flow and look good doing it.
That's
Have,
key.
add some flair, add some style, add some pop. Sometimes it's just about the color. I love the colors that JD brought to the table last week. Oh, those colors was awesome, and they were just working for you.
Mhm,
She
yes.
had one. I think it was a dress. Am I correct, Janie? That had the stripes.
Oh, that was a t-shirt.
Okay, so it was a t-shirt. It had stripes. It had blues and purples and a shade of pink, and it just was really working for you. I was like, oh, I want that. So yes, this is about lifting our spirits, having a little laugh, having a little joy, a little downtime to move away from the news and the media and the sources,
pressures of life.
the pressures of everyday life, which has changed in this new normal, and our new normals are being developed. It's being created as we go each day, as we're learning more about this COVID-19, so it's all a process. But in the process, we don't want to get lost. We don't want to lose ourselves. We want
That's right.
to maintain who we are, maintain our spirits, and treat ourselves well, and focus on our health. And health comes from many different angles. It's not just what we eat. It's not just exercise. It's our mental health. What are we feeding our minds? If we just keep feeding it all of the information that we're getting from the media sources, then that's overwhelming. That's feeding the brain. And so we have to give our brain, our eyes and our ears, other things that's going to lift our spirit. So I don't know how we got there, but I guess that was needed.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
That's good information, yeah.
So right now we're feeding our creative sides that's going to lift our style and our pop and our flair.
Hello, ladies.
Oh, hi. Hi, babe.
I hear you.
Hey, you on?
I'm on, yes. I had to finagle my phone to get on.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, we're glad that you were able.
I already came wrapped. Sorry, I didn't know my hair's a mess underneath, so I had to.
You came wrap.
We don't mind messy hair. You can see me.
You don't want to see my hair. I just took my braids out and washed it. It's not a pretty sight.
Well, your wrap looks lovely.
It looks good.
It does.
We'll do it. We'll give everyone a chance to go center screen. So we're gonna move to t-shirts. So if you brought your t-shirt, I think we perfected the t-shirt, a lot of us last week, but we're gonna go back to the t-shirt. So I'm going to start with the bottom, opening it up. So we open it up, put our heads in it.
Open it up, put our heads in it.
Got my arm in it.
I didn't know about the t-shirt.
Well, you can bring to the party whatever you have.
Right now. I'm right in the room. I'm just going in the drawer to get it.
I gotta watch first and then I'll try.
Okay. Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna do one of my work t-shirts to see if I can get away with wearing it to work.
Look at that.
That's a good idea.
Creative. So we put our heads in the t-shirt. And we take the ends, pull out the ends. The sides of the t-shirt is now the ends. And
we're the bottom?
This is the bottom of the t-shirt. I put my head in. So opened it up, and one side of it I'm putting over my head. We start with it far down because then you can always adjust it after we're creating our foundation. So
don't have a lot of
squeezing the ends and taking it to the back. And this is where we're going to create our foundation tie.
The bottom of this t-shirt is not a line. No, give.
Okay.
What's happening, Olivia?
So I did a double tie.
Let me see your knot, Iris. Let me see.
A double tie.
Yeah, I don't have that much room.
So every t-shirt is a different size. So let me reiterate that. So what we've learned is that t-shirts are different sizes. So depending on the size of the t-shirt is going to depend on how much you have to work with. And so that's
I need to be doing this on the laptop.
So you can adjust as you go. And this is being recorded, ladies. This is live right now, live stream on
Does that mean you could go back and
on
watch it?
YouTube. Yes, we're being live stream on my YouTube channel.
I didn't know all that.
You will be able to go back and watch it. The links for the last two sessions, the links are in the chat because that was requested by our Janie. So
I didn't see it in the chat.
yes, and the YouTube link is in the chat.
Okay.
So this is my foundation knot, right? And so,
Okay, I don't even know what you did to get that.
okay, I'm gonna go back. I know y'all season ones, y'all know. So the side of the t-shirt, I took that and brought it back.
Right.
I'm using the ends to tie.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just tuck what's left.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh, and tuck.
So that's my
Okay, you have
foundation.
room. Yeah.
Now at this point, I have the rest of the shirt just hanging. So remember, we said this is where we have our option of what we do with it. So if we're going to do, again, ignore my hair because I just have my hair down like this to give you a smoother visual. So if my hair was up, I could wrap this around my hair. I'm going to wrap it around the knot so that you can.
Oh. Oh, my knot is not big enough.
No, your knot is
Mine
big
either.
enough. Your knot is big enough. Or you can wrap it around your hair and then you're going to tuck it.
Oh,
Depending on the size of your t-shirt.
I tied my hair too. Oh my God.
But see, Iris forgets she been doing this for like 100 years. So she's like, she doesn't have to look at herself to do it. That's like, high school.
So, right. So I just wrapped it and tucked it. So you're creating a knot. Again, it's the feel. Remember last week? Remember we talked about you start to, the more you do it, you start to connect with the feeling. So as you're doing it, you're feeling how it's wrapping. So although you may be looking in the mirror and seeing the front of you,
this was not a good t-shirt.
grab another one. I'm sure you got several, and then you just adjust it because you don't want your ends t-shirt. You don't want the t-shirt part sticking out. So you just wrap it like that. Again, depending on the size, right? You create your knot. If my hair was up, I could wrap it around my hair, but everybody have different length hair. So that's why I'm doing it with my hair down. I would normally have my hair in it. So you can go either way, right?
Can you do it with the hair in it so we can see? Because I don't even know how you.
Okay. Yeah. So
I can't see. I can't see what it looks like.
Can you do are you able to do the t-shirt with the hair in it or just like that?
Yeah. Yep, you can.
I gotta go to the mirror.
Usually I would put a scrunchie around it. I didn't bring the scrunchie to the party because so again, it fell. Oh.
All right, it's the t-shirt.
So
Just there, but that looks a little fancy over there.
For moi? Thank you.
Let me see, Deacon Janie, turn your head to the side. Turn your head to the side. Very nice. Very nice.
Oh yes. See, I told you some of us have mastered.
I'm getting the feel of the tuck.
Yes, you get the feel of the tuck. You become one with your tuck.
I'm a tucker.
That looks awesome, Sarah. Awesome, Janie.
Sarah, I like yours, Sarah. I like it.
Thank you.
Then you choose. Remember, we said that you always can choose whether you want to hear the show. Then once you have your foundation and it's tight, then you adjust it however you want. If you have some design or something on the shirt and you want it to show, you make all those decisions based on what you're using. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then the other thing, once we have that foundation knot, I'm going to, now I don't know if this shirt is long enough. Remember we talked about anything we can do to the back, we can do to the front. So
Right. That's what I want to see.
see if I can get my hair back. This one might not be long enough. If it was like a extra large or something, I would be able to bring it around and take it back.
Oh,
So
Right,
again, depending on the size of the shirt, and
Mm-hmm.
then you tuck it in your foundation.
Oh, okay.
And then adjust it how you want it.
And that gives a completely different look.
Right. You get all your little tucks, get everything out of the way. My hair kind of got caught up in it, but you get the gist. My hair got in it.
This dark. I can't see hers. Oh, okay.
Is yours big enough, Jamie?
no, it won't come around. Mine's too short. It won't come around. I'm stopping it right here.
Oh,
It won't,
that's a style. I like that.
it won't come all the way.
Right. And so you just adjust it again, depending on the size of the shirt. But mostly with the t-shirts, most people use it to do the back wrap, the bun style.
Okay.
But know that you can, depending on the size of the shirt. So if you have
Did not know that.
shirt, you can do.
Can you put that bun in the front?
You
How
absolutely.
would that work?
So bring it the opposite way. So that would be creating.
Ah, okay. Tie it in the
Ow.
front. Okay.
Oh, I forgot I tied my hair in the knot. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
You're having a very hard time over there, Olivia.
Huh?
You're having a hard time over there.
Everything
Dropping
off
the
my head.
phone. You get caught in this t-shirt. I don't know what's happening. You get
And we
attacked over there.
can't see you, so I can't see you, so can't see what you're doing.
Well, because you couldn't see me because I had to went and got my laptop because this is not working for me because it keeps sliding down.
Okay, all right.
But it's-
So if you so if you bring that to the front,
Yeah.
Say hi.
I kind of left my my same part of my same foundation. I just pulled it to the front, but yeah, you can create that bun in the front.
Okay.
Now with that, I probably don't want that. So yeah, this one I gotta twist it. You know how you take it and you twist it to make it tighter.
Who is that, Irene?
This is Minnie.
Hi, Minnie.
Say hi.
Meow.
He's a rotten little cat, but
Aren't they all?
No, she really is rotten. Like she'd be getting into stuff.
Okay, so am I boring you with the wraps?
No, no,
Sorry. I
No.
wanted Minnie to see.
no.
So yeah, it's about getting it tucked, and I did it different. I probably should have started fresh.
It actually looks cute.
But I kept doing it because I want you to know that you always can come out with a style, no matter
Uh-huh.
how it's looking. If you
Right.
just keep pulling and tucking, you're gonna get a style. Now this, I would definitely put my hair up in it, and then you're like, oh, okay, wait a minute, I like that.
Yeah, that looks good.
Come loose, it's coming loose, it's coming loose.
Yeah, yeah. That's because I'm trying to get my hair out of the way.
Libby disappeared again?
Well, she doesn't have much light, so she's there. But
Yeah, she,
I'm right
It's too
here.
dark.
and so this is
My
from my
light is
original
gonna help me.
knot.
Please click open the meetings. Oh.
You look like Chiquita Banana.
Iris, let me in.
I see you.
Where are all the pictures? Yeah. Okay, I don't see anybody now. I just see Libby.
I don't know, where did Tita Sarah go?
You
Oh,
Oh, there we are.
y'all are changing your screen, so that's going to depend on what you see. You're changing your screen views. So what I was saying is that I didn't restart it from the scratch when you said, can I do it from the front? So actually, so how I started it, I would start it from the back, really. I should have took it off and redid that. So I really would take my hair and put it forward, take it from the back, like how I took it from the front.
Oh,
Ah, okay. Right.
that makes better sense.
Okay,
And then do the same thing.
And then do the opposite, right,
Mm-hmm.
to create my
So we could do back or front.
correct. And so
Okay, got it.
what I'm
Okay.
doing, so I'm creating my knot in the front this way. So I was trying to do a cheat version, but you know, when you do a cheat version, you get a cheat. Or you get less, should I say. Shortcuts.
All right, I need a bobby pin.
Okay, so now we have what we had in the back, we now have in the front.
right, right.
Okay, so
Okay.
this is the proper way to do it. And so my hair is all up in there, and I'm going to feel out how much fabric I have and use my foundation. Again, depending on what you want to see on your shirt. And for some reason, I got my hair to one side. That's not necessarily what you want to do. But I'm going to leave it because
Okay.
I'm supposed to be the expert, right?
But as you say, it's different every time. So
Absolutely, absolutely.
it's going to be different every time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now I start tucking. Find my foundation. Where are you? And so because it's short sleeves, sometimes those sleeves like to pop out.
So is it easier with a long sleeve shirt?
Yeah, it is because you use the sleeve. So we started with the night shirt that I came on with. You missed that part. And you would
I don't know what I'm doing now.
take your ends and tie it
She's
back.
doing it to the front, Libby. She's doing it to the front.
Well, let her learn the back first. Yeah, because that's a little bit.
Oh, tie it over top.
Yes, tie it over the top.
But isn't that only if you wearing your hair out?
No,
Oh,
no, it's not. It's however you choose.
Oh, either way, you got to tie it that way, then you just wrap it around.
Correct. Yes, correct.
I didn't expect to come on
look at the
there.
island girl.
So again, my hair is to the side, so I'm ending up with a side do, and what I'm doing is just tucking it. So that because of the length of my shirt, it's giving me a little bit of challenge with the way my hair is. Let me try going the other way because my hair is over there. And see how it's sliding and all that. So really, I would probably have to start again at this point. But I'm trying to keep it going so that you can see the tuck. There we go. So now it's slid all over the place, depending on the stretch within my t-shirt would depend on whether I can salvage it or not. Okay, so that's a front bun right on the top, right in the center. Again, tucking it and working with it to either decrease the size. If you think it's too big, you just tuck tighter, pull it tighter. And so you just have the smoothness in the back that you had in the front. And then I have all that there. So again, because of the design that's on this shirt and the length, I don't know if I would necessarily use this shirt to do it. Maybe a colored shirt or a solid I would do this with. But again, it depends on you and it depends on what's on the shirt that you want to show. But can you see how it's tucked?
How's that look, Iris?
You have a light? Okay, that's cute. Let's
Oh,
She had to tighten the size of something a little more.
that looks cute. How does it feel? Does it feel loose? It looks a little loose, but how do no?
no,
Okay.
it doesn't feel loose at all.
Okay, right. Yep. So it what you could do if you wanted the back to look tighter, you can roll it before you turn it. But
Oh, twist it.
twist it. Yes, thank you.
Got you.
Twist the actual shirt
Right.
make a tighter look.
I'll twist this part. Oh, I keep untying the knot.
Untie the knot.
I keep untying the knot because I can't really, I don't have enough give.
Okay.
Okay, this is too hot. I can't do it. It's too hot.
So let's
I
see
need
how
some-
yours
I
look.
need something else. Me and the t-shirt ain't working.
Let us see the back of yours. Sarah, your center of attention. Oh, wow. Yeah, let us see that back. That is working. You're muted for some reason. Let me unmute you. Maybe I muted you.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. We couldn't hear you.
I said it really depends on the material because certain materials, they flow nicely. And so you can tuck and move. But like that slippery thing you had, no, that's too much.
Yeah.
But, and then some are so stiff, you can't, it comes out too flat. So you just have to keep working
That's
it.
what I'm having with my t-shirts. They're so stiff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some of the t-shirts are all cotton and they don't give, you know.
Right.
Right.
So you want a blend. A blend does work better. A blend does work
When
better.
you just straight cotton, they don't give.
So Irene came to the table with the wrap. Let's see what your wrap looks like. Turn,
Oh.
let us see your side view.
It's messy because I mean, I actually learned how to wrap this from watching you the other day because I don't ever know how to wrap the big ones. I just use back in the day I used to use the material, just wrap it around and then tuck it. But
Right.
it gave me a headache sometimes too, so I don't really like doing it too tight, or so I don't know how I'm gonna do with that knot one because
So
I just tucked it in and whatever.
Well,
yeah,
let us see it. Let us.
it's very cute. She's on the center screen. If you have
Yes,
Oh, okay.
it, yeah, awesome. I love it. Looks good. It's working for you. So what we always say about the tightness. So you do have to be careful because you can wrap it too tight. If you feel like your eyes are being extra stretched, try loosening it. You will know because it'll literally feel like your head is releasing, like shh. If you start feeling any lightheadedness, it means that it's too tight, and so you would want to loosen it.
Y'all know I'm here in Florida and I have to think of things that are very light. That t-shirt was burning up my head, okay?
Yeah. So
Room.
we do
So
use things that is
this is
accommodating for
Well, that looks thin. That looks pretty too.
when for the season and the climate that you're in.
right.
Well, I
Right.
think I will be doing a lot of wrapping this summer because I don't feel like doing my hair.
So
Nowhere,
this is,
there's literally nowhere to go other than a
I
supermarket.
have this
$30,
thing
so
right here,
let me see.
Iris. It's a circle.
Let me see. Let me
probably
put,
make it work. That's pretty.
And I use things like this to wrap around my head.
right. So you can use that one of two ways. You can either put your head in it and use it that way, or you can fold it, flatten it against itself and use it that way, because it looks like you have a good amount of length. So it depends on how much wrapping you want to do. So take that and put it over your head. So like I have this small scarf. Yep. And
I
then
remember that scarf.
pull it back and you can tie it, or you can just cross it. Because how much, do you have the sides even?
Yeah, it's not that long.
Okay, it's not that long.
Look, this is the length.
Okay, okay. So then yes, so putting your head in it, now that's a little more challenging. So the way that you just did it, that would be bringing it to the front. Now, if you did it from the other end back, that would be doing it to the back. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So that's the difference. So whether you put the flat part to the back of your head or the front of your head is going to determine which way you're starting your wrap.
I don't need the glasses.
I always recommend bringing it further down to start because you can always adjust that.
That was too long though. So you said tie it. You could tie it and then go from there.
Yeah, if you
Let me see what happens if I tie it. Because I got more length to tie.
correct.
Okay. But I don't have a lot of length to do anything with it, but
So you could tie it again and just tuck it. So you with that, I might do a double tie and then tuck the rest in it. Because you don't have a whole lot.
okay. Can you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, it's two colors. That's pretty.
Come down a little bit so that we can see it from the top part. Like bring your head away from the camera a little bit.
It's
It
lacy.
looks nice though, and it's a nice
Yes.
color. Yeah. it looks
Yes.
nice.
That's pretty.
Now, how does that feel? Is it
That
comfortable?
feels good.
Yes. And that looks
yeah.
very stylish, very cute. Now, you could do the same thing to the front if you wanted, how you lay slide across the back and bring it to the front. So you can do it either way with that. So very good. So it's enough for you to work with. I don't think it looks long enough for you to be able to bring it to the front like if you wanted to.
No, I couldn't. After tying is not going to come to the front. Now I could have done something different and not tie it back there.
Right. You could have brought it across.
Let's see if I could do something here.
That's the same fabric?
Yeah, yeah, because it's blue and white.
Okay. Oh, it looks greenish on the screen.
Well, it does. It's like green, blue, turquoise, whatever.
Hello, Pastor Fran. Welcome.
Hi, Fran.
Hi. Hi, everyone. How everybody's doing?
Hello.
All right. How are you?
Great, great.
Good morning. Well, good afternoon now, I think.
Right, so because that's not a whole, it's not that wide, you don't have a lot of width. So again,
I forgot what I did before.
basic width, if you're doing fabric, your widths are usually 36 inches or 45 inches. If you're doing basic fabric that you bought from the fabric store, your basic widths are 36 inches or 45 inches. So you have a lot of width, and that width along with the length gives you a lot to work with. So depending on how full I want my gele or my wrap, or how high I want it, is going to determine how much fabric I use. So I wrap from anywhere from 1 yard to 3 yards. I've used. Let me just help out here. Okay. So anywhere from 1 yard to 3 yards, I'll use. 3 yards give you a lot of volume, so very full or high, depending on what I'm trying to achieve. And I'm gonna get to a couple of those. We've been doing more demonstration and allowing you to show what you're doing. So Janie, you didn't get to go, so the next one we're gonna display you. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So but yes, so if we're talking fabric, that's where you're going to get your volume, and so you'll have more, and it'll fully cover your head. The t-shirts, it's full, it's body, so it's going to fully cover your head. Of course, the nightgown that I used to start, and looking at the difference between your widths. So for example, this is just a simple narrow scarf, and it's just a basic length to allow you to probably go around once. So if I take this and I start from the front, it has color. And so with something like this, I'm just looking for a little bit of pop, or maybe to bring out my outfit. So I want to make it even. And so this I can just bring to the front and do a little tie. I can choose whether I just want to let it hang there or if I want to tuck it. So depending on, so it's not a lot to work with, but again, it's quick and it's simple. So that's what you're deciding when you're choosing what you're going to wrap with. What kind of look are you going for? How much time do you have to put into it? Because the more fabric you have, it takes a few more minutes. You got to add on a little more time. So if you just want something quick, ready, grab and go. And so that's a simple tie.
See, basically I use a lot of those like you have.
Flat to the front, to the back, bring it back to the front. Okay, and just tie to the front. The other way, I can untuck this. The other way, it's if you want to bring it from the back. You can choose whether you just want to wrap it like that and take it to the back. And then in the back, you're just creating your foundation tie. Creating a foundation tie and just tucking it. So you're not looking to do anything major with it. You're just creating a flat front. So kind of like more of a bandana.
Headband.
And then you adjust how far down you want it or how far back you want it. Okay, simple, quick, ready, I'm ready to go. Right? Or I'm good for the day. If you're working in the house, have to get on a couple of Zoom sessions. You have something quick and ready to go. So that's a quick one. Here's, if we have, I'll use the blue, just change up the color a little bit. This is a sarong. So those are long, Oftentimes they have the frill on the end. It's a lot of material. This particular one, it doesn't have any stretch. So it is a blend of materials, but it's very smooth and it has a little bit of thickness to it, but it's very soft. So this is huge. This is very big. So oftentimes I will fold it in half the long way, fold it in half the long way. Make it a little bit more manageable for yourself. If it's still too wide for you, you can fold it in threes. So I'm going to take it, fold it in half, put it over my head to the front. And I'm pulling it back. I'm looking for my other side. And I'm just bringing it back to the front. When I bring it to the front, see my hand's getting in the way. I bring it to the front, depending on my length. I either start tucking or I take it back to the back. Now this you could also do it with the bun in the back. That's your choice.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you. Sneezed in my tissue, lady. Sneezed in my tissue. So because it has the frills on the end, you decide for you how serious that is for you. If you don't mind it hanging. And remember, it comes out different every time. So I got a lot of my tassels here on the side. The tassels from the ends. And so, yep. Just wrapped it around. And that's one way to do it. This is a lot of fabric, it's full. So you use the volume how you want to.
I can't even get to mine.
So what I rewrapped it, leaving the foundation, the front foundation the same. And I took it back around and a little higher. So that give me a little more dip. I mean, I can always bring it down, can always tuck it, but change it up just a little bit. So each time is different when you choose. I see you, Janie. I'm giving you a chance to finish and then I'm gonna highlight you. I see you work with it. This you can also, I like the folded edge because it's smooth. So I can also do it from the back. Back to the back and bring it to the front. Because I have a little bit of length with this. So that gives you that, so whatever I had in the front, I now have to the back. So, the way the front looked, now the back looks like that. Because I reversed. It depends on whether you want your extra detail in the front or in the back. And I control the top by just adjusting it and tucking it. That's too thick for me. I can adjust it again. Okay.
Like that one.
So you smooth it out how you want to.
Right.
I can change that up. If I don't want to see the tassels, so what I'm covering right now is the part showing the tassels. And that's just my hair. So you adjust your hair how you want it. You just adjust how you feel. Let's see, Jamie. All right. Okay. So feel in your back. So I'm seeing your tag. So feel with your tag.
Oh, yeah, I feel it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that feel, get the feel
Okay.
and feel it. And then you just want to make sure that you're covering that. And that's something that you can feel your way through.
Okay.
Okay. Wow.
Y'all are getting good at this. Good. Now let me see the side. Go ahead. Yes. And now does that feel secure?
Yes. It's just the materials a little thicker than I think what you have.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like it might be a rayon.
Yeah, like yes, it's a little bit of rayon in it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's mixture like rayon and cotton, but it's the same about the length you have, the width and everything, but it's a different material.
Correct. Okay. Awesome.
So it's not fitting like yours would be, but I can wear it a long time. It feels all right on my head.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you for showing us that. Awesome. So I'm going to move to another one. Let's see.
That's what I want to use.
Y'all are jumping around on me. Okay.
Anybody.
All right. So we always have our traditional garb, fabric, cultural. This is a small pre-stitched. It has good length. So again, if we want something, if we have like a fancy something to attend, or you have a matching, say like a matching outfit. This is 100% cotton African print fabric. So we talked about if we want to create something a little more cultural or ethnic, whatever choice of word you choose. I'm creating a bow style. So I just tied it into a bow. And now I'm opening up the ends of the bow.
I have that. I have my
Yep, I have the ends of the bow, so I open it up. That's one way to just leave it like that. Or if you want to take, the scarves are falling, you want to kind of take the open end and tuck it, you can do that. And just that simple, it changes it, change the flare of it. So you just play with it and go with how you're feeling. And that's one way, a little more cultural. And next I'm gonna do the head wrap. I'll do the cardigan sweater next. Because we did more tutorials. So I want to get to the sweater. Got you, Irene. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Irene said, lovely lady, she will see y'all later. She has to exit.
Oh, okay.
Got a piece of fabric in my eye. So instead of tying the bow, if you want something just a little flatter, you're not big on bows or anything big on your head, you can just continue wrapping and take it to the back and just tuck it. Okay. So I'm going to do it from the back to the front. Oh, let's look at Sister Fran. Awesome. Bring in the cultural diversity. Nice, nice, nice.
What did she do?
So now I'm going to bring it from the back to the front. And I'm going to leave my head down so that you can see. But, you know, flat to the back of your head. Bring it to the front. I am just crossing it. Taking it back. And you could bring it back to the front.
Oh, not quite enough.
Yeah, you can bring, now it's shorter now when I do it this way, so I'll just have a little tie if I just wanted to bring it.
Yeah, right. That's
back
what I have.
Front.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so again, always working with the length that you have. So I wrapped it an extra time. I didn't necessarily have to, but just to show you if you're using your full length. Okay, Sarah, you lost your connection. Oh, you look frozen. Yeah, we see that you're frozen. Oh, I saw you move. Yeah, you're okay. A lot of people on the internet on the wavelengths. So that's one way. Or again, just starting to tuck it when you bring it back, depending on the length, and just tuck it.
Mm-hmm.
And then start creating your foundation. where you have your foundation, you start creating the style that you want. And I left my hair down just for effect, for you to see it flat against the head. And you're creating whatever design or pattern you want. I want more of that dip. I will pull that side back and have more of a dip in the front if I want it like that. And just adjusting it how you want it, or if I just want it round in the front, then adjusting it that way. Okay, so always whatever you put to the front, you can put to the back and wrap it and create a style or design.
Okay.
If you have any like shiny fabric material, so I have this scarf, it's not that long. So on the ends of it, it's very, very frilly, and I've had it a while. So it started to
Ravel.
ravel. And so what I did is I put 2 knots on the end.
Oh, that's good.
So I put a knot on each side, and that kind of confines the raveling and when I'm wrapping. So this is if I just want to pop. So it's black with silver, and it has a good width. So a lot of times I use this for that back style, putting it back, creating the smooth top, and then I'll just tie it. Take my 2 ends. And tie it. Because it's a decent length, but it's not extremely long. So if I tie it like that, I'm creating my foundation, and then I can wrap it around my hair. So I'm using alternate directions, using my hair. And I'm just, because I have the knots, I can just tie it here and let it hang. This one, I like the frill sometimes. I just let it hang. Let me make it a little tighter.
Can you create a knot if you don't have hair?
Yes, you can always create a knot. So we did the knot style earlier, so I'm just giving another variation. Okay? So yeah, you can create the knot by making a double. So if I didn't use my hair, then I would have did the double tie. Remember, Pastor Fran, how we always do the double tie to make the firm foundation, and then
Yes,
around that.
Okay, gotcha.
Then you would use that knot that you created to wrap around that if you don't have hair.
I gotcha.
Okay, and it'll give you the same effect. Maybe not as big because it depends on how much fabric you have. That's what, so when you don't have hair, you're depending on how much fabric you have, because that's what's going to create your knot or your bun.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay? And so that gives me a smooth foundation. I have a little shimmer, a little shine. So don't shy away from shimmer and shine. It you know, can make your outfit pop, or you see it brings out different colors. This particular one does, but usually if you have like a shimmery type of scarf like this, it'll bring out the colors that you have on. So if you it'll make your colors pop. So just little hair tips, little rat tips. So the color and the different styles that you use, you have a lot of options. There's no limits. There are no limits. It's limitless. Okay, and so this is one of my comfortable go-tos. I see you got some shimmer, Janie. Let's see what you have.
I don't know what to do with it though. I was trying to. I got all of this, but okay, I tied it twice back here.
Okay, so you got a foundation. Use your foundation. You can wrap around your foundation and do a knot back there. Oh, but all your shimmer is on that end.
Yeah, it's on the end.
Is it enough to bring it around? Oh, wait, it's in 2 pieces?
Yes.
Okay, take it back to the back and split it behind you. Bring one end to the front on one side and one, so bring it across the front. And then take it back and start tucking.
Okay, that's good. Mm-hmm.
And once you have it tucked and firm, then you can widen the front if you want to show a little more shimmer. So you could work with it once you get it tight, tucked tight.
We call that the bling.
Yes, I like that. I'm like, oh no, we need to see some of that.
It's got frills and
It's nice and shiny. I like that.
Yeah.
It's nice. I like that too. It's nice. That's real nice. I like that.
All right. So get that all tucked nice and tight.
And I like the way you did it, the shimmering just in the front.
And
I like that.
Fill that out, and then I want to see if you can widen it in the front a little bit to show more of the shimmer. How is it in the front? Can we work with it? You have a little bit of, yes. Woo, go ahead.
All right.
All right, Sustaining.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it.
Just tuck, 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 tuck more on the sides. Yep. Tuck it on the side. Tuck it back around to the back. Yep. Awesome. I wish I could take a picture.
Right, that's nice.
I got the fringes, but I wanted some of them to hang a little bit. You know?
Okay, right.
Nice.
And
nice.
so that's always up to you. What you do with it, if you're comfortable with just hanging, or if you want to tuck it. So yeah, you know.
I don't like a lot of them hanging, but I wanted something to pop.
Yeah, yep. So you just tuck what you want and leave what you want hanging. And right, and keep, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you just play around with the frills, with the ends, how you want and what you want to tuck. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, thank you, Janie, for that awesome shimmer display. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, I see Livy wrapping something. Let's see what you have. Oh, they got a little shimmer too.
Oh yeah.
It's a pink shimmery.
Yes.
Shimmer.
Cool. All right. All right.
Yep.
That's nice.
How you wanna.
That's nice.
Yep. And it helps if you feel both sides at the same time.
Oh.
If you take both hands, you kind of are feeling it and it's adjusting it evenly. You know, you're doing the same thing to both sides. And so it kind of responds to you a little bit better.
Oh yeah, because your fingers are down in on both sides, so to give you the adjustment.
Right.
To let you know, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And again, if you don't mind a little frill hanging, then go with it.
Yeah.
Be free. Yep. And see, yep, you're getting the feel, Libby. So you feel it. You feel it. You feel it.
Am I gonna see a jihad look today? Because I missed it last week.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you missed it last week.
Okay.
I was in the funeral.
All right, so I'll do that one next. Yeah, awesome, awesome.
Good, thank you.
So let me do that one quickly. And
how does that look? I don't know if I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, we like it. It's cute. So again, and you might want to just take it out and do it over. It's gonna come out different. Okay.
Yes, ladies.
All right, so let's.
Like a hat.
Right. So sometimes you do it and it'll have a hat effect.
Yeah, it look like a hat.
It'll give an effect like you just took a hat and put on your head. And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so here we go. The request was the jihad look.
What do I need for that? T-shirt?
The t-shirt, I'm using a long sleeve t-shirt.
Oh, long sleeve t-shirt. Okay, I think I
It's
have.
has spandex.
Let me see. Would I be able to use this or this won't do? No?
It's on
There's a hood, a hoodie. No?
that'll be a little bulky.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell
Okay.
you can't use it.
Long sleeve. I don't have. Oh yes, I do. I have a long sleeve. Yes, I do.
Okay, I was gonna say you can try it with that. I don't want you to feel like you're smothering.
Okay. Let me. Okay. Give me a minute.
No, use what you have. I know you got a couple of things right there. So this is Sarah, you okay?
Sarah, you're on mute, Sarah.
Okay. I have a long sleeve t-shirt. Long sleeve t-shirt.
Awesome. Sarah, you have to unmute yourself. I can't unmute you.
By itself. I don't know why. Okay.
There you go. Awesome. So you gave your voice and you took your picture. All right. So I've taken the end of the shirt and I folded it down.
Okay.
Fold it
End
down
of
like
shirt.
this.
Okay, like this, you said? Like this?
Yep, facing you.
Okay, facing me?
Yep, fold it down facing you.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. And then you tie that over your face. I have on some lipstick. Don't want to stain it. So you're putting it over your face and tying it back to the back.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, okay. This is it. Oh boy, you done left us behind.
So my fabric is very thin, so I'm kind of layering it over my face.
Okay. I'm still at step one.
Okay, so you tie it over your face to the back, double tie.
Double tie, okay.
So you're securing it. Go ahead, Janie.
Okay.
So you're securing it. Now go to the front. Let that go. Just let it hang. Go to the front. Open it up. Open it up. From the side. The top part you're putting over your head. The bottom part, hold it. You're moving it till you get to the hole, which would be the neck.
Move all the way?
Yep, over your head till you get. So pull from the bottom and you pull up from the top and down from the bottom till you get to the hole, till you get to the opening.
Okay.
You know where the opening is? She got home.
But look like the neck part is not lined up with.
Yeah, it has to be the neck in the center when you fold it down.
Right.
Okay.
Awesome, Janie.
I've been practicing with this one because
I'm
going to be using it, you know.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you, Pastor Fran.
Okay, yeah.
You feel
okay. Is this it? I'm getting something.
Where's your hole?
Here's the hole here.
So bring that back. Bring it up to the top.
The hole?
Yeah, so we can see your face through it.
She laughing. There you go.
Okay, I'm bringing the front up and the back.
There you go. Come on up. There you go.
Okay, we're starting to see you. We're starting to see you.
Yes.
So let the top part lay back. Right.
That's funny.
All right, Janie, you on spotlight. So start over and give them a full display of the process.
Okay.
Janie?
Oh, start over?
Yep.
Yeah, you start over. Let me see how you do. Can you get? And so what? Just let this hang down. Is that it?
Yep. Yeah, cover your mouth and your nose.
Oh, mouth and my nose. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right, because I've been out and I really want to do this when I go out. Because
So,
Georgia is crazy round about now, y'all. It is
so
crazy here.
for those of you that, go ahead, Janie, we're watching you on center screen. So those of you that's saying, okay, why are they doing that? Because we are live streaming on YouTube. This was requested because of the season that we're in with the COVID-19. They're saying cover yourself up. Sometimes people don't have access to masks, so they've been saying you can use bandanas and different things. And so we're not doing this to mock traditional Muslims or anyone that cover up themselves. This is not meant for that. This is just an alternative to those that may not have a mask or a bandana. A way that we can cover our crowns and protect our crowns, because our crowns we should protect. This is where we lose and receive energy. And so with so much going on in the climate, this is a way to cover our face and cover our heads. And so this is why this was requested. How do we cover both?
It's the best I can do right now.
Right.
Excellent, excellent.
This is
too.
This is with a long
Very important.
T-shirt. And so by all means, we are giving respect to those that wear this and recognizing that it is a way to cover. And so it does depend on what kind of fabric or material or what you're using to do this with. So that looks very beautiful, Janie.
It does.
It does.
And what I was saying,
does.
what I was saying about this that I'm using, it's a thin cool wick T-shirt. So what that means is this is designed, I use this for training, and so it wicks away the sweat. And so I like it, but it's thin. And so when I put it over my face, what I did was fold it, kind of layer it. So like here, and then I took it because I have length. I took it and doubled it. And then I could even triple it. I have enough fabric. And then I just, you know, let it tuck. And so that way it covers and it gives me more layer over my mouth and nose. And so that's what I did. But awesome.
Awesome. Beautiful.
Janie has on her glasses and that color is awesome. I see.
Yeah, that color is gorgeous.
You for being a display. Awesome looking. Let me see, Sister Fran, she has a red.
Yeah, she has a red.
So you said, Iris, you can say I can keep laying it, like I said, layering.
Yes, layering it. Yeah, I see you did that. So
yeah,
right, it's really thin. So that would, because like a bandana is a little bit thicker than this fabric. If you think about a mask is designed with layers to protect. And so the purpose for doing it would be to protect yourself. You want to breathe, you don't want to smother yourself, but you also want something that's not letting particles through.
It's good. Cool. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, so Libby, I see you have it over your head first. Are we seeing right? Let me. Thank you, Sister Fran. I'm gonna highlight.
This is my version. I don't have long sleeve clothes here.
Oh, okay. I see. So look,
I'm into my bling. I love my bling.
Okay, so what Olivia has is a mask over her face because she does have a mask, covering her head with the scarf. So you have one of your eyes coming. Look at it lopsided like that.
I don't think the thing is so long.
Okay, because I'm like, what's happening? We got
I want it this low.
A tilt thing going on. Oh, okay, I see. So you're using it to go around your neck to kind of come down to
cover. Yeah.
Yeah. So absolutely wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So depending on the length. Okay. So now I think we have a full display of that.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate the request.
And this, Iris, is This is a shawl type of scarf. It has the split in the middle and the
Okay.
and it's long to the back. So there's a lot that can be done with this.
So actually, can I see you fold that down, fold the edge down in the front and tie it to the back? Let me see if you could do it with that. Just a little bit fold. No, because it's not a double layer. I see. I was thinking it's not a double, because I was thinking that you can use the split part as a whole.
No,
But it
won't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part won't work. I would have to really do a masking.
Yes, with that. Okay, but that allows you to.
But this would be perfect for me if I had to go somewhere other than work, because I can't work.
But you can't work covered like that.
No, it's too much.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Well, thank you so much for showing that. All right, and so our time is running. So I'm going to go to the cardigan and we'll end with that. So this is a cardigan sweater. No buttons, just all material. It actually has hang sides, the dip sides, and it's long sleeves. Long sleeves. So starting with the bottom end to the front of my head. The bottom end to the front of my head. I'm taking the ends.
You said the bottom end?
Yes, we're doing the bottom end today. Taking it back. Taking the two side end. You're creating it if it's a complete around, and I'm creating my foundation. Always creating the foundation tie. So I'm tied it once, tighten, tie it twice, tighten. Right? I'm gonna let that hang. I'm gonna look for my sleeves. Right? Everything else we leave hanging because what? We work with the styling glass. We create our foundation. So what I did there is I created a back foundation. So I have a knot in the back. That's my back foundation, and I'm gonna bring my sleeves to the front.
Okay.
I'm bringing my sleeves to the front. Don't worry about all the other stuff hanging. We're not looking at the style right now. We in our house in our own mirror. Nobody's looking at us. So don't matter what's hanging, how it's looking. And then we take the sleeves and we bring it to the front. And we could just tuck it in the back, or if you want extra security, you could tie it once and then tuck it. Because remember, we just want it to be tight. Not tight to squeeze our heads, but tight to create our foundation. All right, so now I got stuff in the front and I got stuff in the back. This is when I start to tuck. So I'm taking my sides, and I'm starting to tuck. I'm being mindful that I know it's a sweater, so there's different edges, there's an opening. And I'm just tucking. Okay. Who's doing it with me? Y'all just watching. Okay.
I started with.
So I'm tucking. I got my tag here. I feel my tag. You don't have to tell me. I know. I feel it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just tucking. I'm making it tight. I'm creating it. I'm tucking it. And then I will adjust how I want the front to look. So I got kind of like a swoop going, and that's cute. That's okay.
Nice. I like that. That's cute.
But maybe I said, oh, I don't really want to swoop today. So I might adjust that a little bit. Not such a deep swoop, because the way my fabric is going, it's actually swooping. So may not be able to fully get away from it. But it's the way I did it. So I'm gonna have to go with it, but I can change it up a little bit. See that? Again, the front, adjust it how you want it. If you want it a little, push that a little back. That, or if I like it down, and just go with that. Again, my hair is down just for effect, but my hair could.
Well, it looks good like that.
Oh, that looks good.
And it does not. No longer do you know that it's a sweater, right? Tucking it, making sure nothing is showing that indicates that it's a sweater. That's my tag. I'm tucking back here. Okay, and it comes out different every time. Every time. So let me see what y'all got.
I don't have a cardigan like that.
Okay, I know Sister Fran does. So let's see what you're doing.
I'm having some problem tying this side here.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on front and center so we can see what you're doing.
I'm having problems. Y'all gonna put me on blast? Oh, boy.
Take your time.
I'm having problems trying to tie the ends.
Uh-huh.
I can't get a grip on it. But take it to the back, right? Right? Am I right? Am I taking it right to the back?
Yep, you're taking it. So how did you gather your ends?
And that's it. I don't know how to gather them because it's sloped on the sides anyway.
Right, mine sloped on the sides. And I use that so you hold the very end is how you do that, and you use it to tie.
I got you. That's a little better.
Yep.
Ever get to put it in a loop. I'm trying to get a loop, which I'm having some problems doing.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you better go on.
No, take your time. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm having some problems here. Okay. Taking it to the back, holding it to the side. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let me see. Somehow or another, I lose it when I get to the back with all the other stuff in the back.
Right.
I sort of lose one end. I'm always losing one end or something.
Right, because it get caught up in the fabric.
Yeah, get caught up in the fabric.
Here's a trick for that.
Is it what now? A trick?
Right. So bring it as forward as you can. Bring the foundation over your head. Bring it forward more.
You talking about this here?
No, the part at
the top.
Here?
Right. Bring that forward more. So bring it down.
Okay.
Right. So pull it back. Flat against your head.
You talking about this or my forehead? This here.
Make sure. Right. So you're pulling that back against your head. When you pull up that piece that you're using, you're making sure that it's flat against your head.
Okay. It's just that when I get caught, my fingers. Okay, I think I may have it this time. I think I do.
And then once you tie it,
okay, I got it tied.
There you go. Awesome.
Okay, I got it tied. Okay.
Now tie it again.
Okay,
Don't hold it too tight now. We don't want you to have a headache.
If y'all see me falling out, y'all know why. Okay, I tied it again. Okay.
Now that's not your sleeves, right?
No, not my sleeves.
Okay, so let that go in the back. Find your sleeves.
Okay. Find my sleeves. Lord have mercy. I'm finding some. See, there's a lot of cloth in the back, so I'm trying to find the sleeve. Lord have mercy. I don't know where they are.
I see one.
It's on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Your shoulder.
This is funny. But we need to laugh in the middle of
Yes.
all going on. I don't know what's see this. I don't know.
See, I see it. I see
That's
Okay,
one,
this is
Steve.
please.
I know that's one right there.
One.
exactly.
Now, if I can find the other one.
See, she overthinking it, and then I don't know if
Okay.
I had the sweater straight. It might have been kind of lopsided. I'm seeing it.
Right.
I'm seeing it.
There you
Another.
go.
Yay!
All right.
So now
Mine is neat.
Tie it to the front.
shake
It's yours.
shake the rest of that back because I know you've been pulling and twisting and turning. So you just want to get your sleeves free and bring it to the front. Bring them to the front. Wrap around your head. Take no. Untie.
Oh no, just wrap it. Okay.
Wrap it, cross it, take it to the back.
To the back.
Put a little tie back there because I want that to be secure.
Okay.
Just a little tie and tuck it in the.
Started tucking. Okay. Got it.
And now you start tucking everything, just feeling it out.
Okay.
Take your time, tuck one. You can hold one side and tuck the other side. Yep.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. Look like something's still out somewhere or another. What is this?
Tuck it. So it depends on how you use the sweater. So just tuck everything. If you need to
tuck everything. Oh, love
right. Bring it along the side if you have length to it.
Got length. Got plenty of length.
Yup. That's a good size sweater.
Yeah. This was extra large, I believe so. Well, I got the hang of it, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm tucking it in. I'm tucking it. I'm tucking.
Take it out the book. Don't bulk it right there. So now you're rushing it. Take that piece out that you just tucked right there.
Right here.
Over the top. Tuck it over the top side. Yeah.
Like here. Okay.
Because what you have there hanging, you're gonna bring up and then wrap over that again.
All righty, Lord have mercy.
Now bring that part up and tuck it over all of that.
Tuck it over all of that. Lord have mercy. Okay. Is it look halfway decent? I
know I got you on blast, and so you feel a little rush.
That's all right. You know,
you're feeling the pressure.
I'm getting
yeah. She's feeling the pressure, but make it neat. Feel it. Add your personality to it.
Oh no, you can't be coming down here now.
Right. So as you're doing it, pull it towards the back so you adjust.
Okay, I gotcha.
You're controlling it. Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Now you're feeling it now. You're starting to feel it.
Okay. Okay.
Nice. Coming along.
Nice. Right. Good job. Yeah.
It's wearing you out, right? It's
nice.
It looks good.
It could make you feel tired.
Yes. But I'm getting. I went through the process, so I can get a little better as you go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It looks good.
Thank you.
Let's see the sides.
Yeah. Let's see the side. Other side.
Do y'all really need to see the other side?
Yes.
That side look good.
That's
good.
Okay.
That side look really good. So you got your tag showing in the back. So that's something
I do?
You would feel it, and then you would touch
I got you.
And it's as you go. That is awesome. I wish I could take some snapshots. All right, ladies. So it is going on 1 o'clock. So we had a full session today.
Yes.
I get to some of the fabrics, but I definitely prefer giving you the opportunity to go on display. And I love it. Thank you for your cooperation and for your participation and for challenging yourselves and how y'all are growing. I absolutely love it. So this is our 5th session?
Yes.
So some of you have been on for 5 sessions, some 3, some 2, some 1. So however many, we're all growing together. We have a couple of sessions through May. So we will continue this through the month. And if we need to go on and test out some other things, but I want everyone to finish each session with feeling very comfortable and more comfortable the more times you do it. I love that I'm hearing that you're practicing in between. So that is awesome as well. I'm seeing displays. I get pictures. Some of you have sent me pictures of your tests during the week. And I just absolutely love it. Y'all have lightened my heart, and I so enjoy doing these sessions. I might have to add this into my life and continue doing it.
Bless you, bless you, bless you.
Yeah, thank you.
Anything that anyone wants to
Wonderful, thank you.
Iris?
Yes.
I'd like to say thank you for not giving up on Fran, because she said, oh, I'll just do it later. You said, no, let's do it. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You're
That's right.
patient with her. You're patient with all of us. But you didn't give up on Fran, and it looks very good.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
That's right. That's
Very
right.
good. Excellent
That's right.
comment. I like it. Two comments I need to make. One is, one I forgot. But anyway, I need to speak with you offline. Can I do that? And how do I do that? And how do I send pictures? You were saying you could send pictures.
Email, text.
Okay, so I can just go here and go and find your email.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm putting it in the chat.
In the chat. Oh, okay.
I might not see in the chat.
So that's in there.
Okay.
And yes, absolutely. You can reach me direct. That's not a problem. And I'm here for questions in between. I know you said you had a few people in Georgia that wanted to come and do it. So let them know that it's
that's
not
what I want to. That's what I want to talk about, because we have Sister Girls Night out next Friday, and we would like for you to have. And the theme of it is wear your mask. We're going to be giving some prizes for those who have the shooter's mask or whatever, and also show and tell. Bring a show and tell.
Okay, awesome.
And then, and I know some of our people are a little shy, so I want you to come and maybe show something. Just show us something.
Okay, I would absolutely love it.
Okay, well, I'll get with you. And all your ladies are invited to the Sister Night Out, because I was told that next Friday also they have a date night out for those people who are married. The married couples are having a date night out next Friday.
On Zoom.
On Zoom. Right, on Zoom. Right.
Yes, we don't want people to think that we galloping outside.
Oh no, on Zoom. So I figured, I didn't know that, but I had already planned on next Friday, which is the 8th, to have a sister night out.
And I'm so excited to hear that. I'm also doing a group for my tribal sisters, and we're doing a brunch and a movie actually tomorrow evening. So yes, I'm loving.
Oh, I would like to see that. I hope I'm invited. I'd like to see how you gotta do the movie, how you put the movie in.
So that, okay, so I'll send you some tips, but this is for our group. So, I'll do another one, and they do have another movie night coming up. So there are a lot of options. So this one I was doing especially for that group. So that's why I didn't open it and extend the invitation.
Okay, gotcha.
But yes, we can definitely do an open one.
Okay, good.
All right. Anyone else want to share or say anything?
Okay, you say it's on chat. I don't see it on chat. So what am I not clicking?
So click on chat.
Okay.
On the bottom of your screen, if you click on chat.
I did.
And it should open up the chat box.
Right. Okay.
And so if you scroll down, it's the last thing that I put in. Oh, you know what? Haha.
It didn't come.
I see.
I didn't see it.
Okay, because it went to just Sarah.
Oh.
Right. And that's the only thing I got. I didn't get any of the other messages. I didn't get the link for YouTube.
Okay. So if you scroll up, you should see it.
No, there's nothing there. But you'll send it to me. You'll send it to me later.
Yeah, I'll try to post it, but let me put it again.
You posting it again?
Yep.
Okay, I have it this time.
Yeah.
Okay, I
There
have
it
it.
is.
And I,
Okay, I have it.
Yeah, so there it is. So that's 2 of the past sessions available to you. So this has been an awesome, absolutely awesome session. I thank you so much for your
yes,
participation.
thank you.
Thank you for allowing me to be transparent before you and to show you that it's not just what I can do, but what you can do as well.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, love. Thank you so much. God bless you.
All right, thanks.
Yay.
I'll have a wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your time and